Okay, good morning everybody. So beautiful and great to be here with you today. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me. To practice for yourselves as well, it makes a huge difference in your environments and with the people that connect with you. So I do appreciate that. Today for our practice, we're going to heat the body up with a few strengthening movements. We're going to work on our balance and we're going to work on connecting with our breath. So as you guys get settled, come on in, come on down and take a seat. If you want to sit up on a block, you can go ahead and place the block underneath your spine. Take a cross-legged seat, sit back on your heels, or you can just stack one heel in front of the other and draw it in close to your pelvis. As you come to sit down on your mat, make sure that you are lengthening up along your spine. So we want to find a way that we can sit comfortably and allow our spine to be nice and upright. It is said that we are our highest point of intellect with our spine upright. So we can think about that while we allow our shoulders to relax down, allow the heart space to stay nice and open. Just rest your hands maybe on top of your knees or allow them to rest down by your sides. And let's start to just breathe a little bit more deeply. Taking some few deep breaths into the nose and exhaling out through the mouth, maybe to start to get that heat in the body. Now today I'm going to show you something called the Ujjayi breath. So a very big part of yoga is pranayama, which is our breathing exercise. So I'll take a few moments here to introduce this to you, and you can use it in your practice if you like. If you don't, of course, you can just leave it alone. The Ujjayi breath. So to begin, let's everybody take a big inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the nose. Now this time, you're going to inhale through the nose, but you're going to, as you exhale slowly, make the sound ha, very slowly. So inhale nice and deep, and then make the sound ha as you allow the breath to exhale slowly through the mouth. So when you do that, you can feel a little constriction in the back of the throat. Now try that with the mouth and the lips closed. So you're going to inhale. As you exhale, imagine making that sound ha, but with the lips closed, and the breath comes out the nose. So practicing that again, inhale, close the mouth, constrict the back of the throat, and allow the air to come out through the nose. It may sound a little bit like a snore or like Darth Vader, but humor me here. Let's take a couple more rounds just to practice. Now this Ujjayi breath is also referred to as victorious breath. It helps you to remove toxins from the body. It helps you to clear your mind and relieve stress. And it helps you to bring some heat. So as we move along in our practice today, you're welcome to use the Ujjayi breath. We'll revisit it at the end of class just to practice it a little bit more. But let's get settled here. We'll bring some movement and connect it with our breath. By inhaling, we're going to reach the arms overhead. Exhaling, allowing the arms to float down. And if you'd like, you bring that Ujjayi breath in right away. So inhale in through the nose, constricting the back of the throat as you exhale and let the breath come out through the nose. I can just visualize you guys sounding like Darth Vaders in your own spaces. I'm avoiding doing it here because you'll probably hear it through the mic. Beautiful. One more time. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale. Nice work. So from here, let's just make some neck circles, making a circle with the tip of your nose, just waking up the muscles in the neck. And when you felt like you've done it enough one way, you can just go ahead and turn it around the other way, making each circle maybe a little bit bigger than the last. And when you're ready, just raise the head back up to center. And we're going to extend one leg out to the side. So keeping the left heel drawn in towards the pelvis, we'll extend the right leg out. Let's flex the toes towards the face, keep the foot engaged. And from here, we're going to allow the right arm just to rest down on the floor beside the leg. Inhale, lift the left arm overhead and start to tip over to the right. Rotating that chest up toward the ceiling. We lengthen through that left arm and feel that stretch from the hip all the way out through the fingers. Big Ujjayi breath in. Darth Vader exhale. Beautiful, let that go. From here, we're going to place that left hand to the outside of the left hip, and we're going to press down to lift the hips up and take the right arm up and overhead. Coming into Wild Thing, we stretch the hips out as we lift the hips up towards the ceiling, and then bring them back down towards the ground. Excellent work, guys. Now from here, let's twist the body slightly towards that right foot and just walk the hands down gently for a forward fold. A little bit of a twist happening in the spine here. As you reach the forehead towards the toes, see if you can draw the toes back towards the forehead. Feeling that stretch in the leg, in the back, and the hamstring. Big Ujjayi breath in. Exhale. Walk the hands back slowly to rise. And we'll do that Wild Thing once more. So left hand to the outside of the left hip. Press down to lift the hips up. Reach the right arm up and over. Lift those hips. Feeling that stretch across the front body. Big Ujjayi breath in. Exhale and come back down. Beautiful. Switching over to the other side now. We'll bring the right leg in. Extend the left leg out. Bringing the heel close to the pelvis. We'll begin by placing the left arm either to the inside or the outside of that leg. Flexing the toes towards the face. We inhale, reach the opposite arm up and over. Rotating that torso towards the ceiling. So you want to try, rather than your chest facing down, try opening up that chest. Taking the gaze upward, we take a big Ujjayi breath in. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, rise. Placing that right hand to the outside of the right hip. We inhale, lift the hips, press into the hand, reach the left hand back. Modified Wild Thing here, stretching through the whole side body. Those left toes can come towards the ground. Take another big breath in. Exhale and release. Now we're going to turn the torso slightly towards that leg and just walk the hands forward as you come in for a fold. Again, drawing those toes back towards the forehead. We reach the forehead towards the toes. And let's think about having some spinal integrity here. So rather than rounding in the spine, see if you can push the chest forward and think nice long length along that spine. Take another big breath in. Exhale, rise back up. And one more time, we're going to place that right hand to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, press down to lift the hips. Reach the left arm up and back. Take a few deep Ujjayi breaths in here. Exhale and come back down. Excellent work, everybody. We'll come onto all fours, so as you're ready, bringing the hands underneath the wrists, spreading the palms wide. Wrists are right underneath the shoulders. We're going to bring our knees under our hips and leave a distance between the knees, okay? So knees are hip width distance apart. We're finding a nice strong tabletop. So think of yourself as a sturdy table with a nice flat back. Thinking about having integrity in the arms as you press away from the ground. So nice strong grip here. Nice long length from the base of the tailbone out through the crown of the head. And once you feel like you've really got that integrity in the spine, we're going to add a little bit of fluidity with some cat-cows. So on the inhale, you're going to drop your belly, lift the chest and your tailbone, coming in for a cow. And on the exhale, you're going to round the spine, tucking the chin, lifting the back of the heart for cat. Moving like this, connecting with your breath. You inhale into cow. Exhale and round into cat. If it feels good for you, you can add a little bit of sway forward and back. You bring your version of integrity to each posture, each movement. So if it feels right and whole for you to add some fluidity, you go ahead and do that. And if at any time it feels right and good for you to take a rest in any posture, you go ahead and do that too. Beautiful. We'll take one more round wherever you are. Finding ourselves back in tabletop. From here, you're going to tuck your toes, press down into all 10 finger pads, and lift the knees to hover. So finding ourselves in a hovering tabletop, we'll build a little bit of heat here, a little bit of strength. So begin to draw the navel up to the spine, keeping that back nice and flat, pressing into all 10 toes. Maybe you begin to feel a little bit of a shake. Maybe your breath starts to deepen, and let's hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower the knees and sink the hips back towards the heels, reaching the arms forward. We release the chest and come in for a child's pose. You can relax your head down towards the mat and take a few breaths in here, using that Ujjayi breath if it suits you. Beautiful. As you're ready, let's come back in for our tabletop, spreading the fingers wide. Let's think about really gripping down into those finger pads. So almost as if you're going to open up a jar, okay? You get a little bit of an external rotation in the shoulders and in the wrists, lifting the body away from the ground. We're going to tuck the toes once again and lift the knees up, coming in for that hovering tabletop here. So really pressing away, we lift the front body, we draw the navel up towards the spine, and take the gaze down. Think of your spine extending from the base all the way out through the crown of the head. Now from here, you can stay with the knees hovering, or you can go ahead and walk the feet back into a full plank. If you're in plank, your heels are pressing back. You're thinking nice long line from the tailbone through the crown of the head, still keeping that back nice and flat. And we're pressing and lifting away from the ground, and we'll hold for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Everybody bring the knees down. And from here, you're going to lower the front body down towards the ground. Bending the elbows back, belly comes down to the ground. Extend the legs behind you. Toes are reaching towards the back room, and the crown of the head is reaching towards the front. Placing your hands by the rib cage, we're going to find a little baby cobra here. So drawing the elbows in close to the torso. On an inhale, you're just going to lift the chest, lift the gaze. Feel that connection from your pubic bone down into the ground. Feel the tops of your feet down on the earth. Take a big breath in. Exhale and release. Nice work. Take a breath here. You can shimmy the hips side to side. And we're going to do that again. We'll find a little bit of flow with this. So placing the hands by the rib cage, drawing the elbows in close to the torso. On the inhale, we're going to lift up. Let's roll the shoulders back, press down into the pubic bone and look forward. Take a breath in, inhale, exhale, release. Again, inhale, lift up, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Maybe you get an inch higher. Slight pressure down into the palms, big breath in. Exhale and lower. One more time, we're going to inhale and rise, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back and down, maybe feeling that engagement in the glutes as you press down into the pubic bone. Take a breath in. Exhale and release. Nice job. Everybody tuck the knees down and press back for a child's pose. Sinking the hips towards the heels. We'll stretch those shoulders one more time. Relax the chest down, the forehead, and take a few breaths in child's pose. As you're ready, you can press into the palms. We're going to come back into our tabletop. Spreading the hands wide, knees are under hips. From here, you tuck the toes and let's hover that tabletop once again. So staying with this first option if it suits you best, or you can walk the feet back and find that plank. If you're in your plank, your heels are pressing back, crown of the head reaching forward, belly button drawing up towards the spine. Good. Pressing away from the earth, holding and breathing, remembering that Ujjayi breath, helping to cool the body down. Beautiful. Now your next option is you can bring the knees down, or if you'd like to come up for downward dog, we're going to start to lift the hips up and back, lengthening the arms. You can keep the knees bent as much as you'd like as you push the heels towards the ground. They don't have to reach the ground if you don't want them to, but begin to press the chest back towards the top of the thighs and lower the crown of the head down. So as much bend in your knees as you'd like, okay? Lengthening through the arms, lifting the back of the hips. Let's find a little bit of fluidity in our first downward dog. So we're bending one knee and the other, feeling the hamstrings, the back of the legs. Maybe you sway the hips a little side to side. Remembering to use that breath. Beautiful. Now from here, bend the knees generously and begin to walk the hands towards your feet. Coming in for our first forward fold, we allow the crown of the head to relax down towards the ground, allowing the hips to lengthen up towards the ceiling, stretching the back of the legs here. You can find a little bit of sway side to side. You can grab opposite elbows. You can shake the head to release the muscles in the neck a little bit. Just enjoying a nice stretch for the whole body here, breathing in nice and deep. As you're ready, just release the arms, allow them to remain heavy as you roll up slowly to stand. So stacking one vertebrae at a time, as if you're moving through mud. Take it really slow here. The shoulders are going to roll onto the back last, and the head is going to lift up. Nice work, everybody. As you come to stand, let's walk forward to the top of our mats. We find ourselves in our first mountain pose here. So, yogi's choice, you can keep your feet hip-width distance apart. You can bring the big toes together. Now, everybody, wherever you are, see if you can lift all 10 toes away from the ground. And then as you lower the toes down, see if you can lower them one at a time. So that's the pinky toe, and then the next toe, then the next, and then the index toe, and then the big toe. Good? Okay, let's try that again. Inhale, lift the toes up. As you lower, try to lower each toe down one at a time. Beautiful. Now, pressing into all 10 toe pads, really feeling all four corners of the feet ground down into the earth. Take any micro movements you need here to feel grounded. So if you want to move a little forward onto the balls of the feet, and then back on the heels, just feeling your feet spread nice and wide on the ground. We'll begin to lift up in the chest, expanding across the collarbone. We relax the shoulders away from the ears. Now bring a little bit of a bend to your knees and lengthen up along the spine. Having lots of integrity in this posture, we stand up nice and tall. Reaching through the crown of the head, let's find our breath in here. Beautiful. On the next inhale, let's reach the arms up. As you exhale, you're going to hinge forward from the hips and come in for a fold. Inhale, you're going to rise up halfway. So sliding the hands along the shins, we come to a flat back, just like in tabletop. Extending the tailbone back and the crown of the head forward. Take a breath in. Exhale and fold. And from here, press down into all 10 toes in the feet to rise all the way back up. Coming back to center. We're going to do that one more time. So inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach the crown of the head out to the horizon. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise all the way back up. Hands come in front of the heart. Okay, everybody, we're going to now move through a Vinyasa flow. So if at any point you feel tired or you want to take a break, please, by all means, you do you, okay? So we'll begin by inhaling, reaching the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Step the right leg back and lower the knee. Step the left leg back and lower the knee. Option half plank or lift the knees for full plank. Now that you find whatever plank position feels good for you, let's see if we can shift forward and back a little bit on the hands and the toes. Just finding our strength here. And then as you're ready, come to stillness. Now we're going to release the front body down to the ground. So inhale and shift forward slightly. And then bend the elbows and allow the belly to come down towards the ground. Our hands are by our rib cage and we're going to inhale into Cobra, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale and release. Tuck the toes, keep the knees on the ground if you'd like, and you're going to press back up to plank. From here, if you'd like, you can come into downward dog, lifting the hips up, extending the heels back and down, lengthening the arms. We press the chest towards the top of the thighs. Relax the crown of the head down. Everyone take a big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, bend the knees generously. Look forward towards your hands and step the feet up towards the hands. Beautiful. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. From here, hands relax down by your side or place them on your hips. Step the right leg back and turn the body towards the right. So perhaps you're facing forward now. We're going to take the right toes and turn them towards the back of the mat. Left toes are facing forward. Bending the right knee, we're going to find our warrior two. Okay? So front knee, this becomes the front knee, stays over that ankle. Reaching the arms out to opposite sides of the room. If you need to play with the stance of your back leg to take it out wider, make sure you have a nice firm base before you lower those hips. Shoulders are relaxed down and away from the ears. And see if you can stack your shoulders directly over the hips. So try not to reach forward. Come right over the center. Beautiful. Nice work, everybody. Now tapping into that Ujjayi breath. Do you remember? Big inhale in through the nose. Constrict the back of the throat. Exhale out through the nose. Try that now. Beautiful. Another big breath in. From here, we're going to release that right arm, allow it to rest on the top of the right thigh, and reach the left arm up and overhead. Now, rotate that chest up towards the ceiling, keeping that front body nice and open. Take one more breath in. Exhale, rise back up, coming back into warrior two, reaching through those fingers. Nice work, everybody. Now we're going to release the hands back down towards the ground. Lifting the back toes. We step back for our plank. Or you can lower the knees for half plank. Take an inhale to shift forward. And then bend the elbows down as you relax the front body. Inhaling into Cobra, lifting the chest. Exhaling. Tucking the toes, inhale into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Now everybody take a big inhale, bend the knees generously. Walk the feet up towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Nice work. This time, left foot steps back. Turn the body open. Now the left toes reach towards the top of the mat and the right toes face forward. We find our warrior two on the opposite side. Left knee, stacks right over the ankle. As you sink the hips, you play with that back foot stance. So if you'd like, you can step it in a little bit more, lessen the bend in the front knee, or step out really wide and sink those hips as good as it feels for you. Press into the pinky toe edge of the back foot and relax the shoulders away from the ears. Thinking about that integrity in the spine as you bring the shoulders over the hips. Good alignment here. We reach through the fingers. Tapping into our Ujjayi breath. We breathe in nice and deep. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Lower the left arm on top of the left thigh and begin to reach the right arm up and over as you come into extended side angle. Pressing into the pinky toe edge of that back foot, we reach through the fingers, rotate the chest towards the ceiling, big breath in. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, coming back to our warrior two. Relax those shoulders for one more breath. Beautiful, and release the hands back down, lift the back heel, step back for plank. Inhale to shift forward, exhale, bend the elbows, release down. Inhale into cobra, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, release, tuck the toes, press back into a push-up, and push back for downward dog. Take a big breath in here. Inhale, bend the knees generously, look up to the hands and walk the hands forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Nice work, everybody. Starting again from the top, we'll add on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back for plank or half plank. Take an inhale to shift the body forward. Exhale and bend the elbows, lowering the front body. Inhale, press into the pubic bone, lift up into cobra. Exhale, relax. Tuck the toes. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Bend the knees generously, look to the hands and walk forward. Nice work. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. We step back the right leg. Turn the body, finding our warrior two on the right side, front knee over the ankle. Shoulders stacked over the hips. We reach out to opposite sides of the room. Take a big breath in. Exhale, place the right arm down on top of the thigh, making sure you're not pressing your weight down. Lifting the body up, we inhale, reach the left arm up and over, or directly above if that feels better for your shoulder. Beautiful. Open up that chest, rotate it towards the ceiling, press into the pinky toe edge of that back foot. Take another big breath in. Exhale and find your warrior two, staying strong in those legs. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. We're going to find our Trikonasana, our triangle pose. So from here, you're going to begin to lengthen that front leg. Now inhale, reach the right arm forward, and then lower the right hand. It can either come to your shin, to your ankle, it can come to the floor, or if you have a block, you can place the block on the ground and use it to place your hand on top of the block. So finding our triangle pose. You can keep this knee bent as much as feels good, or you can lengthen that leg and open up the chest. Reaching those left fingers overhead, taking your gaze maybe up towards the fingers and tapping into that breath. One more time, big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, bend the front knee. Come back into your warrior two. Nice work. Do you feel a little bit more heat building in the body? Let's rotate the hands back down. We step back for plank. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, lower the body down. Inhale, rise for cobra. Exhale, lower, tuck the toes. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Excellent work, everybody. Looking good. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walk the hands up towards the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Beautiful. Step the left leg back this time. Turn the toes. Bend the left knee and find your warrior two on the opposite side. Pressing into the pinky toe edge of that back foot. Shoulders stacked over the hips. We reach through the fingers. Relax the shoulders, making sure this front knee is opening directly over that ankle. Lots of integrity in our posture here. Let's inhale, release the left arm down. Reach the right arm up and over as you rotate that chest towards the ceiling. Big breaths in here, everybody. Strengthening posture. You need that oxygen. Beautiful. One more big breath. Exhale, come back to the center. Reach through the fingers. Now from here, we're going to find triangle pose on this side. So inhale, begin to lengthen that front leg. Reach the left fingers forward as you push the right hips out. And then release the hand either to the ankle, to the shin, to a block, or to the floor. Now this knee can stay bent as much as you need to, or you can lengthen that leg. Rotate the torso up towards the ceiling and maybe take your gaze up towards those fingers. Big breath in here. Exhale. One more big breath. Beautiful. Bend the front knee. Rise back up into your warrior two. Stay for a breath. Rotate the hands down. And step back for plank. Inhale. Lower the front body. Exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Inhale, press up to a plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, walk the feet up towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Here we go again. Inhale, rise up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back into plank. Shift forward. Bend the elbows. Lower the front body down. Inhale into cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale. Tuck the toes. Press up into plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Bend the knees. Look forward. Walk the feet up towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Stepping back with the right leg. Coming into our warrior two. Once again, we turn the toes out. Knee stalks directly over the ankle. Reaching through the fingertips, we take a big breath in. Exhale, release the right arm, find your extended side angle. Left arm reaches up and over, rotating that chest. Big breath in. Exhale. One more inhale. Coming back to our warrior two. From here, take a breath in. Extend that front leg. Exhale, reach forward and release the arm down for Trikonasana, triangle. Hand comes to floor, a block, or your leg. Rotating that chest towards the ceiling, we reach to the fingers. Big breath in, take your gaze up. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bend that front knee, find your warrior two. Shoulders over hips, inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Lifting the back heel, we step back for plank. Shifting forward, we exhale and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, release, tuck the toes. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, and walk the feet up towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Stepping back with the left leg. We turn the toes out. Bringing the toes to the top of the mat, we find our warrior two on the left side. Pressing into the pinky toe edge, we sink for our breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the left arm down. Right arm reaches up and over, rotating that torso towards the ceiling. Reaching through the fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. We lengthen that front leg. Reach the arm forward on an inhale. Exhale and release the hands towards the ground, a block or your leg. Reaching through the right fingers, we take the gaze up to the fingertips. Opening up that chest, take a big breath in. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee, find that warrior two one more time. Stay for a breath here. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Lift the back heel, step back into plank. Shift forward, bend the elbows, lower the front body. Inhale, cobra, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, press into the hands, lift up to a press up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees generously and walk the feet up towards the hands. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. And this time we're going to find our chair pose. So begin to sink the hips back. Coming in for our chair, our knees stay before the toes. So you don't want to push those knees forward. Sink the hips back like you're sitting down in a chair. And if you'd like, you can reach the arms up overhead. If this is too much for the shoulders, keep the hands in front of the heart, pressing into the palms. Or see how much length you can get. Thinking lots of integrity in the spine as you lengthen from the base of the tailbone out through the fingers or the crown of the head. If you feel that shake, just welcome that fire, that sensation. Knees are squeezing together. Feet can be together here. Holding for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Rise up. Nice work, everybody. Whew, shake that out. From here, we're going to come into a little bit of a balancing sequence. So I'll come and face you. Stay right where you are. Finding our mountain pose. Big toes can be together. We ground down into all 4 corners of those feet. Now from here, you can begin to lift the right heel away from the ground. Keeping a slight bend in that left leg. We keep the hips as square as we can towards the front. And then maybe we lift that knee. Beautiful. Relax the arms down by your side. Now rotate the ankle. Let's play with the movement a little bit. Finding a little bit of sensation, enjoying the experience, remembering our breath here. Beautiful. Now maybe you raise the arms. One-legged mountain pose. We relax the shoulders away from the ears. Find space on the sides of the neck. And just breathe here. Using the strength from the core to lift that knee up through the center. If you'd like the next progression, you can begin to press that foot away. Really using integrity in that foot. So keeping that foot nice and strong. You press through the whole sole of the foot. Can you feel your quad turn on? Feeling that strength in the hips. Using that balance. Breathing in. Hold for 4. For 3, lift the foot. For 2. and 1. Lower that leg down. Release the hands. Find your chair pose. Squeeze those knees together. Drop the hips back and down. Maybe you reach the arms overhead. Lots of strength being built here. Integrity in the spine as you lift the chest up. Hold and breathe for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Rise up. Nice work. Single leg Tadasana on the other side. Bringing the weight into the right foot. We square the hips, lift the left heel. You can stay there if you'd like. You can lift the foot away from the ground. Using core strength, we draw that knee up through the center. If you'd like to use a wall or a chair for support, by all means. Now you can rotate that ankle the same way we did on the other side. Find a little bit of experience on this side. Welcome any sensations that are happening in the body here. And when you're ready, maybe you reach the arms overhead, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Keep a gentle bend in that standing leg for support. And if you'd like, you can begin to press that leg away, keeping integrity in the whole sole of the foot as you press that sole forward as if you wanted to press a wall in front of you. Leaving your footprint on the wall. Spread those toes. That's it. Hold and breathe. You got this, everybody. If you fall out, just come back. Lift that foot a little bit higher if you can and hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. With control, release down. Relax the arms and let's find our chair pose one more time. Knees can be together as you sink those hips back. Reach the arms overhead. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. I'll turn to the side so you can see. Keeping integrity in the spine, we think nice long length. Let's hold here and breathe. Tapping into that Ujjayi breath if you can. Building that heat, that fire. We hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Release the hands, come in for a forward fold. Lift the back of the hips, relax the head. Maybe find a little sway. Breathing in nice and deep here. We inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. We're going to step the right leg back, lower the knee. Step the left leg back and lower the knee. Bringing the knees together, we sit back on our heels. And let's find our breath here. Take a moment just to notice any changes or any sensations happening in your energy. After those strengthening postures, we find a little bit of relief. Taking some deep breaths in here. Nice work. Bringing the hands down to the ground. Let's find our tabletop again. Coming onto all fours. Shoulders stack over the wrists. Hips are over the knees, and the knees are hip width distance apart. Now from here, we're going to come into a heart melting posture. So walking the hands slightly forward. We're going to bring our forearms down to the ground as if you were making a number 11 with your forearms, okay? Spread the fingers wide. Now, if this is enough for you, you can stay here, maybe relaxing your chest down towards the ground. If you'd like, you can release your chest, release your forehead all the way down. Now, try to keep your hips stacked directly over your knees. So you don't want your hips to be back here. You want your hips right over the knees. Arms are lengthening forward, forearms are pressing down, and chest and forehead releases toward the ground. This can be an intense stretch for the shoulders, so take what you need, stay for a few breaths if you can. Nice work. As you're ready, press into the hands. Release the front body down towards the ground. Finding ourselves on our belly, legs are long behind us. We're going to extend the left arm out directly to the side. Bending the right elbow, we place the right fingers on the ground. Bend the right knee and begin to rotate over to the left hip, placing the right foot behind the leg if you can, or allowing the knee just to relax on its side here. So relaxing the left ear down to the ground. We can place the hand either by the face, or you can relax it overhead if that feels good for you. Finding a little stretch across the chest, across the shoulder. Again, if it's too much, just roll back in towards the center and take a few more deep breaths in here. We're going to bring the energy back down just before our relaxation and meditation portion of the class. As you're ready, you can begin to roll back towards the center, coming back onto the belly. We reach the right arm out directly from the shoulder. Place the left fingertips on the ground and bend the left knee, rolling onto the right hip. We place the left foot to the outside of the right leg and relax the right ear down towards the ground. Breathing into any sensation in the chest, in the shoulder. If it's too much, just roll back toward the center. And take a few moments here to breathe in nice and deep. As you're ready, you can release that knee as you roll back down toward the center. We'll bring that arm in close and we'll come to lie on our backs. So very gently finding a comfortable position on your back. As we transition into our final Shavasana, you're welcome to take any blankets or cushions underneath your lower back or your neck. You're also welcome to take a seated position in a cross-legged seat, or just find a position that feels good for you, where you can lengthen your spine, where you can ground down. So coming into our final Shavasana, making any micro adjustments, either wriggling the fingers or the toes. We're going to come to a place of stillness here so that we can allow the effects of our practice to really be remembered by our body. Taking a few deep breaths, clearing any energy. Maybe mentally bringing your awareness to each part of your body and giving yourself permission to relax that area. So starting with the feet, visualize relaxing every muscle in the toes and the sole of the foot, in the arch of the foot up to the ankle, relaxing your calf muscle, relaxing the whole leg, allowing the hips to go soft, allowing the belly to be soft. We relax the upper body and the shoulders, melt down into the ground. Relaxing the arms and the fingers. Now coming up, maybe we relax our jaw. Remove the tongue from the top of your mouth if it's pressed into the roof of your mouth, and just allow your lips to part softly. Relax your cheeks. Maybe close down the eyes here. And now let's take a couple rounds of that Ujjayi breath if you'd like, as we practiced in the beginning. Inhaling in through the nose and then constricting the throat and exhaling through the nose. Just practicing with yourself here. Now wherever you are, finish that round of Ujjayi breath. And then take a big breath in through the nose, filling up the whole lung cavity. And then exhale, let it all out. And then let go of the breath. Allow the body to just breathe naturally. These final moments are just for you. Just your time to relax and be here on your mat. Taking these final moments to really rest the body. This constructive type of rest can help revitalize our energy systems and help bring us back to a state of balance. You can remain here in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. If you'd like to come with me, you can begin to bring some gentle movement into the toes and the fingers, reawakening the body, maybe bringing some deeper breaths back into the body. And as you're ready, you can begin to draw one knee into the chest and then the other. Maybe giving yourself a big squeeze, rocking side to side to massage the lower back. And then allowing your body to come to rest to one side. Taking a breath here. We'll use our hands to gently press back up to a seat. Keep your eyes closed if that is okay with you. And gently come to a seated position, either on your heels, cross-legged on a cushion or a block. And we come back full circle to complete our practice. Resting our hands down on our knees, let's take one final breath in nice and deep. Relax those shoulders. Exhale and open the eyes. Coming back to our mats, coming back to our spaces. We'll inhale. Gather all the energy we've created together here in our practice as a community. Let's bring that energy back down to our heart center where we know we can make use of it. And let's bow and honor each other and honor ourselves as we say namaste. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in all of you. So thank you for sharing this with me and sharing your time and your energy.